Hello there. It has been relatively mixed fortunes to start off this new week. Some decent sunny intervals across Scotland, Northern Ireland in between the sharp showers that have been around, but more persistent areas of rain pushing across a good chunk of England and Wales. Certainly was quite heavy across parts of northern Wales into northern England, but there is going to be some improvement as we head over the next day because the area of low pressure that's been bringing this rain is clearing its way off towards the northeast, moving away from the UK and increasingly into the middle of the week. That's going to allow this area of high pressure to start building its way in, settling things down, and it should turn increasingly summery for many of us. For now though, there is a yellow rain warning still in force until 9 o'clock, so some heavy outbreaks of rain for Cumbria through to Northumberland during the evening rush hour. It is also going to remain quite breezy across eastern coastal areas, Northumberland again down towards Yorkshire, gusts of 40 miles an hour possible in some exposed locations. Elsewhere, it will be turning largely dry with some clear intervals developing. Still a fair amount of cloud trying to push its way into the west, murk persisting across higher ground routes of Wales, northwest England, and also a good amount of cloud pushing into northern areas of Scotland might produce the odd shower overnight as well. But with the clearer intervals around, it will just turn that bit more fresher, particularly over towards the west, potentially dropping down towards 13-12 degrees Celsius. Further north and east, where the cloud does remain a bit more persistent, 14-15 degrees Celsius as we start off Tuesday morning. It will, though, be a generally drier start to the day, much of that rain clearing its way off into the North Sea, and where you've held on to those clear intervals overnight that will provide some sunshine to start us off. Still the chance that we see some showers developing over the course of the day. For most of Wales, central southern areas of England though, those will be relatively light and well scattered as well, so most of us will hold on to a nice dry day with some sunny intervals as well. It will be parts of central Scotland down towards Northumberland, Yorkshire, where we could start to see some of those showers turning a bit more on the heavier side in places, a few downpours possible, so do just be aware of those as you head throughout the day. A decent amount of sunny spells also for Northern Ireland, still a scattering of showers, the cloud a bit more persistent still across the far north of Scotland. That will hold temperatures back a touch more here around mid to high teens. But elsewhere in those sunnier breaks, many of us will be pushing towards the low 20 mark and towards areas of southeast England. 24, maybe 25 degrees Celsius is possible in some locations. It should be a relatively decent end to the day as well for many of us, holding on to some late sunny spells. The showers across central southern into Scotland into northern England also beginning to ease their way out. Underneath the clearer intervals that we do see developing, some mist and fog patches are possible, particularly for Northern Ireland, Wales and southern England, so a bit of mist and murk to contend with first thing on Wednesday morning, but that should readily clear once the sun begins to rise. Again, turning a little bit chillier in some locations, particularly rural areas of Wales. Across western locations might get down to 6-9 degrees Celsius in some of those prone spots. Elsewhere, most of the towns and cities holding up in double-digit figures, but certainly feeling fresher than some of our nights just gone. So into Wednesday itself then, a decent amount of sunshine once again first thing, where you hold on to those clear intervals. The showers also much further and farther between compared to recent days, and it will be a really nice pleasant day for many of us. Because the winds are light now that high pressure is in place, the cloud could be quite stagnant for parts of Scotland. So generally a grayer day here. Any sunshine that does develop could be a touch hazier in places, but certainly around the fringes, parts of Orkney, the Western Isles, into parts of Dumfries and Galloway and the borders regions as well, still seeing some sunny intervals in there. Temperatures also on the climb again, thanks to that sunshine. Many of us again at least high teens across northern areas, if not pushing towards 20 degrees Celsius again for Northern Ireland, southern areas of Scotland, but now closer towards 25, maybe even 26 around southern areas of England, and feeling really rather warm in that sunshine and a nice day all around. Will high pressure be sticking around? Will it remain summery? Well, there's a full week ahead forecast on our YouTube channel with Aidan that you'll be able to check out. And of course, we'll have regular updates over the coming few days on our social media channels as well. And we'll be back with you very soon. Bye-bye.